Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
The season's finally here, and the players hit the field, and every man feels like a boy, and every wife could
Yes,
feel.
sir, girls and boys, we are back. The Armchair Quarterback Show. New time this year, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll come on the air before the ball games get going and talk the world of college football and the NFL. Picks against the spread, over-unders, player props, what the market is missing, and the numbers you should be jumping on before they move. That's the Armchair Quarterback Show. Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on Braves Country Radio. The replay on Armchair Quarterbacks Radio. All on YouTube, and you can catch us live on Facebook.
Because he's the armchair quarterback. He's full of beer and he's full of snacks. He's the all-American man with a crew in his head. Yeah, the armchair quarterback. He's kind of fun and he's kind of fat. The all-American man with a crew in his head.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs bursting in air.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off for the Washington Nationals in right field with 30 home runs, 72 RBI, 16 stolen bases. Batting .271, it's James Wood. Luis Garcia batting second, playing first. Dylan Cruz batting third, playing center. 9 home runs, 24 RBI, 6 stolen bases. Batting .229. Batting cleanup, the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. .227, 82 RBI, 19 RBI, 19 stolen bases, .292 average. Darren Lyle batting fifth. In left field, he has 11 home runs, 52 RBI, 10 stolen bases, batting .245. Ruiz is behind the plate and batting sixth, 7 home runs, 36 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .267. Tena's the DH with 5 home runs, 20 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .243. Vivas is batting eighth and at third. 3 home runs, 18 RBI, a .240 average. Nunez is the number 9 hitter and playing second. 1 home run, 31 RBI, 38 stolen bases, batting .245. On the mound for the Washington Nationals, first time back since hitting the 60-day IL back in May, it's Jake Irvin, 2-4 with a 5.23 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. The Braves have had trouble with him in the past, but the last time out, they did pretty well. He's got 51 innings, 58 strikeouts, 22 walks, 7 home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with the right-hander for your Atlanta Braves. It's Grant Holmes Day.
I play real sports, not trying to be the best at exercising.
I'm Teddy Powers!
I'm the man who has the ball, so that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
6-4 with a 3.79 ERA, 1.36 WHIP, 97 innings, 83 strikeouts, 89 hits, 43 walks, 15 home runs served. Backing up, Grant Holmes in the bottom of the first inning. Leading off the catcher, it's Drake Baldwin. 20 home runs, 56 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .282. Ronald Acuna Jr. batting second, playing right. 7 home runs, 22 RBI, 15 stolen bases, batting .243. Michael Harris II is patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. He has 19 home runs, 61 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .293. Ozzie Albies batting fifth, playing second. 18 home runs, 68 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .260. Dubon is at third base, Riley getting the seat, finally. 10 home runs, 55 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .260. Dominic Smith, the designated hitter, is batting seventh. 7 home runs, 41 RBI. The Yaz is batting eighth in left with 6 home runs and 28 RBI. Jim Jarvis is batting ninth and playing short. He has 1 home run and a .250 average. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight, it's Chad Fairchild. Your first base umpire is Big Bill Miller. Second base will be manned by John Bacon. And down the third base line, it's Brian Walsh. Game time temperatures here in Truist Park, Atlanta, Georgia, 87 degrees with the wind blowing out to left center at about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 147 on the money line. Washington plus 141. The over-under is 9.5. We look to have clear blue skies at this particular time in Atlanta, so it's clear sailing for Game 1 versus the Washington Nationals.
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball. So it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
adventures in time and space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder. Disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts.
As soon as this 3D gets loaded, we will bring it into you. Trying to get ahead of it today. See if hey, there we go. For once, they've got it ready to roll. Picked to click as Acuna. We're going to take the Braves to win 7-3. Failed to mention that right before we went to break. We're under tight window. Nationals are wearing their navy blue jerseys. Nationals across the chest in a cream white, outlined in red. Navy ball cap, the Walgreens squiggly W in white, outlined in red. And your Atlanta Braves are wearing their classic home whites. Braves across the chest in red, outlined in navy. Same with the piping down the middle of the jerseys and on the sides of the pants. Same with the numerals on the back. The names are in navy, navy ball cap, red bill, and the white A representing the city of Atlanta. Since 1871, from Boston to Milwaukee to the A, America's team, the longest continuous sports franchise in baseball history, in sports history, in North American history. And we are just about set. And the first pitch is on the way. So we're going to have to, well, what's going on here? Waiting for this to load up. They are mad behind is ESPN. And the first pitch was grounded out to first. They didn't show it, but it was a 5-3 putout, and there is one away. Righty-lefty matchup. Garcia, the batter. The 0-1 pitch. Swing lifted. High and deep. Into left center field. Over the Yaz's head. And that's going to be a one-out double for the Washington Nationals. Ball took off a little bit on Yastrzemski, and he was unable to catch up with it. Dealing with the fun that is ESPN, so we'll get it caught up here in a second. Trying to figure out which one we can link up to because they're playing games with their broadcast. First pitch on the way. So it might be a touch in front of it right now, but we'll get it figured out. Right there on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing ripped on the ground over to third. Dubon's got it, flips it over to first. And it's a 5-3 putout, 2 down. So runner at second and 2 outs. And the first pitch from Grant Holmes is down and in for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Looking back over his shoulder. Grant Holmes will kick and fire. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. An 0-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing. Pops it up. High in the sky. Fighting the sun is Michael Harris, and he'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So the Nationals get a one-out double, but that's it. We'll be back in a flash. Grant Holmes night here on Braves Country Radio.
I play real sports, not trying to be the best at exercising. I'm Teddy Powers! I'm the man who has the ball, so that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good to see you, Nickel the Pickle. Chop Shop. Susan Gray can do this a little faster because I'm still trying to figure out a way. They won't let you pause ESPN. So I'm way out in front of the 3D, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm trying to find a workaround. And I can't pause for too long because then I'll forget what the hell happened. Because I'm trying to bring it to you as it goes. So I might be a touch out in front of the game the entire game because ESPN, well, they suck. Mark, Ricky, Ricardo, Allen, Justin Green Machine, Willis, Chop Shop, Wayne, Ashley, Uncle Charlie, Gary the Real McCoy. What you talking about, Willis? Hope you're feeling better, bud. So we got Ashley, Susan Gray, Nickel Pickle, Big Truck, keep on rolling, James Ray. Assuming James Smith's in here. James Fisher King, I see him. Senior Dog. Robert Sharpton. And if we miss you, just jump back into the chat. I'm still trying to figure out how to delay one of these damn views. One of these views. I think last time what happened, it eventually lined up and everything was hunky-dory, but I really don't remember. Normally when you go into the ESPN app, you have the ability to pause it, but not tonight. I'm their nemesis. Drake Baldwin is set to stand in here, but Jake Irvin's having an issue with the PitchCom device. Nothing, your score, Jake Irvin. His first time in a long time on the bump. Mid-May, he went to the IL. First pitch swinging here by Jake Baldwin. He swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Like I said, if we're a little bit ahead of the broadcast, I do apologize. If we fall behind, I don't think there's anything I can do about it. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifted. High and deep in the left field, fighting the sun, going back on the track and making the catch as he goes towards the wall for a loud out number one is Darren Lyle. He almost misplayed that. We almost got a couple of free bases. Free base. Ronald Acuna Jr. coming to the plate. First pitch swinging by Acuna. Banged on the ground foul. It's 0-1. The sinker, high and tight. Upstairs, fouled away. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Outside wide. 1-2. Nothing your score. So he's gone four-seam sinker, four-seam, and a four-seam to make it a 2-2 count to Acuna. Kicks and fires. Out and away. And the sweeper misses. It's a full count. The payoff pitch. Swing, lifted, out to left center field, and that ball is going to be caught on the run by Darren Lyle. Good running catch out there. Hard hit ball, 2 down. Thought that was going to get down. That thing, he made Lyle's had a couple of interesting plays already. He had the one that he almost lost because he turned the wrong way, and by the time he turned around, the ball almost jumped over his head. And then that one there, that ball was scalded into the sun. The first pitch swinging by Matt Olson, hammered high and deep. Going back on the track, making the catch just below the Coors Light sign at the brick wall to end the inning. That was just a few feet away from pay dirt. They're seeing Irvin pretty well tonight. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the second we go. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Yeah, senior, he's you're probably not familiar with him, but Jake Irvin's actually pitched the Braves really well over the years, so don't pay attention to that ERA. He was battling injury right before he went to the IL, went into the IL for about 2 months. Typically, he's a pretty tough customer, but he's been getting the ball over the plate. The Braves can take advantage of it. We could score some runs. They hit the ball pretty well in that first inning. Just want to get to him before he settles in. Grant Holmes goes back to work, and the first pitch misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Nothing your score, top of the second inning. The 1-0. Turns and kicks, swing, rips it. High and deep. I don't think we're getting that one back. We are not. She gone. And it's a solo shot. Darren Lyle smokes it over the right field wall. His 12th of the year. And this Nationals offense is off and running. It's 1-0. One of the best offenses in baseball. And they've got a young core. It's going to be a tough offense to deal with for years to come. This is not your slightly older brother's Washington National team. They've put some bats together. And the ball seems to be carrying pretty well here today. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch. Fouls it straight back, it's 0-1. Wind's blowing out about 10 miles an hour, and with the hot temperatures at 87 degrees at first pitch, you kind of expect that ball to fly. One to nothing your score. Just getting going here in the top of the second. The 0-1 pitch, four-seamer, lifted deep down the line. Into the crowd, out of play, 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Swing, hammered towards right field. Making the sliding catch out there is Ronald Acuna Jr. Good catch out there, Ronnie. Wow. Holy cow. He had to go to his left and slid feet first towards the right field foul line. I didn't think he was going to get to it, to be honest with you. A little acceleration at the end, he was able to make the play. First pitch on the way, swung on, fouled off out of play. It's 0-1. Tania, the batter, the designated hitter. The 0-1 down and in, 1-1. The 0-1 count. In 9 starts against the Braves, Jake Irvin has a 3.56 ERA, so he's done pretty well. One to nothing your score. And that's with a couple of clunkers mixed in. Pitch on the way, swung on, chopped up the middle. It's going to be backhanded by Ozzie Albies. Flips it over to first. And they're going to call him safe. An infield single. Take another look at this. He does just barely get it. I mean, it was close. Definitely not worth challenging. Righty-lefty matchup. The batter Vivas. First pitch. Slider across the belt. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Four-seam fastball, 1-1. Irvin's last outing against the Braves came this year. It was 5 innings and no earned runs. The four-seam down and in. 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Runner at first, infield back into the right. The pitch swung on. Chopped down the first base line. 2-2. In that outing against the Braves back in May of this year, he struck out 7 in those 5 innings. But he has had some clunkers against Atlanta. There's the curveball down and in. And it's a full count. Pitch on the way, swing. Slider chopped down the line. Full count once again. In April, he went 5 innings. The Braves put 3 runs on the board. Last year, he had a couple outings against Atlanta, 1-6 and given up 5 as the pitch on the way is swung on, chopped on the ground. Olsen taps the bag, fires it down to second. They're going to say the runner's safe, so it'll be a G3, and the runner's safe at second. I'd like to see the replay on that. The throw beat him. He must have just got under the tag. He did. Now, whether or not he came off the bag is another story. So he kind of hopped. Olsen did the smart thing because he was losing his balance. Wanted to make sure he got one out there. And Jarvis applied the tag pretty well, but to no avail. The first pitch here to start off the at-bat versus Nunez is chopped on the ground over to third, and it's a 5-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. So 1-0 bad guys. Braves will grab the sticks when we return here in Braves country.
What did you say? What did you say? You want to run that by me one more time? Because don't forget, I ain't been in a fight all summer long, and I will drop kick your ass.
Isn't it so weird that we have one hand that can just do everything and the other hand that just kind of sits there and be like, I don't know how to hold a pencil? That's me currently.
If I walk into your store to buy something and I go up to the counter and buy something and you say, have a good day, sir, to this, you look dumb.
At least I look gay. Anyway.
I have a neighbor and today it's her 91st birthday.
Wow. I got to give you props. That's a first or a 1th. I think the education system went from No Child Left Behind to them kids. But I guess the only real question to ask now is, does 91th come before or after 5011?
Breaking news. Severe stupidity is terrorizing the streets after the holidays. What are we doing? Oh, everybody forget how to drive? Come on!
Oh, my mama, them DoorDash and Uber prices will make you look in that kitchen a few more times.
We also took aim at the Presidential Medal of Freedom. It's the highest civilian honor our country gives in recognition of contributions to the nation. To get the president to consider my grandfather for the Medal of Freedom, we had to get 100,000 signatures in an online petition within 30 days. Yeah, it was impossible.
Why the overlooking of Barra? You would think this would be a no-brainer. Why has no president given him this award?
I think it's almost because he's too famous.
We only have about 60,000 signatures. I said we need 40,000 by the end of the day, and I'm like, all is lost.
So if you want him to, today is your day to sign that petition.
He deserves this honor too.
I feel like I kind of missed the mark, and I fell short, for somebody who never fallen short for anyone in his life. This makes me very sad. But we still have 6 hours left.
Welcome back, Braves country. Atlanta Braves trail this one by 1. It's 1-0. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Leading off here for your Atlanta Braves will be Michael Harris II. And he'll take the first pitch right down the pipe on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch is swung on. Hit on the ground over to first. It's going to be a G3. Stepping on the bag over there is Garcia. One away. Try to get caught up now after dealing with all the nonsense that is ESPN. Left to right across the outfield for the Washington Nationals. It's Lyle, Cruz, and Wood. Round the horn, third to first, Vivas, Abrams, Nunez, and Garcia. Ruiz is behind the plate. And, of course, Irvin is on the bump. Pitch off the edge. Misses 2-0. Ozzie Albies batting .260 on the year. Righty-lefty, open stance from the left side. The 2-0 pitch. Outside wide, ball 3. It is 3-0. The 3-0 count to Ozzie as Irvin rips and brings it upstairs. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Swing. Lifted. High and deep. Going back on the track. And just like Olsen, he's got warning track power. It'll be an F9 in your scorecard. Wood out there, the big smile on his face. Those are two that almost went over his head. 2 down. Braves are going to have to eat their Wheaties today. They're just missing pay dirt. That's the third ball in 5 at-bats in this game that almost left the yard. Mauricio Dubon, the batter. First pitch swinging. Pop up, lazy fly ball, lazy at bat. It'll be an F9 your scorecard, and we'll go to the top of the third. Washington 1, Braves nothing here in Truist Park.
If you used to say sit Indian style when you were in elementary school, you probably forgot what you were doing this weekend.
Walk me through again what happened this afternoon. You heard screaming.
Heard screaming. I meet my McDonald's. I come outside. I see this girl going nut trying to get out of her house. So I go on the porch and she says, "Help me get out. I've been in here a long time." So I open the door and we can't get in that way. So we kick the bottom and she comes out with the little girl and she says, "Call 911." And she got on the phone and she said, "Yes, this is me." And the detective says, "Charles, do you know who you rescued?" The girl told the police, "I ain't just the only ones. It's some more girls up in that house." So they went up there, 30, 40 deep, and when they came out was just astonishing because we see this dude every day. I mean, every day. Barbecue with this dude. We eat ribs and whatnot and listen to salsa music. You see where I'm coming from?
And you had no indication that there was anything going on?
Bro, not a clue. He just comes out to his backyard, tinker with his cars and motorcycles, goes back in the house.
What was the reaction on the girls' faces? I can't imagine to see the sunlight, to be around people.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
So I start tweeting at every celebrity I can think of who has ever attended a Yankees game.
When I got there with Lindsay, I was overwhelmed. My father's being honored by the United States of America.
I was proud to be a Major League ball player and proud to be a Yankee. A lot of good things have happened to me since I first put on a pinstripe over 50 years ago. I got married to Carm and raised a wonderful family. I played on great teams, great championship teams, and the Yankees also became my family. Well, I want to thank you all, making me feel right at home. God bless you. Thank you.
Yogi, it was a privilege to watch you play, and it was a blessing to know you. And even though you're long gone, it ain't over till it's over.
Welcome back. Grant Holmes goes back to work. James Wood, the batter, top of the order, 30 home runs on the year. First pitch, right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The 0-1 pitch swung on, chopped down the first base line. It'll be grabbed over there by Olsen, and quickly 1 down. What's Wind Chicken asking about Dubon about? Dubon just ended the inning on the last at bat, Wind Chicken. Righty-lefty matchup, curveball down and away. It's 1-0. He's playing third base tonight. Riley getting the seat. The 1-0 pitch. Swing lifted, high and deep, going back on the track, and she is gone. Absolutely clobbered. 436 feet right down Grant Holmes' throat. Over the chop house she goes, and it's 2-0 Nationals. Holy cow, is he giving up some taters tonight? Can we get to the trade deadline yet? He's getting murdered with that slider. That thing is a hanger. Absolutely tattooed. Woo-wee! I don't even see where it landed. Oh, there it goes. It was on top of the chop house. First pitch, righty-righty matchup. Dylan Cruz, the batter. Braves trail 2-0. Pitch fouled off. It's 0-1. The good news is these home runs that they're giving up, they've been solo shots. If you had runners aboard, we'd really be in trouble. The 0-1. Holmes goes back to work. Kicks and fires. Slider down and away. It's 0-2. He's thrown a couple of cement mixers. If you're just joining us, and that's the difference in the game. Braves have given 3 balls deep rides, just didn't have enough to get it out. The 0-2 count, outside wide. Dropped the slider well out of the zone, and it is 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Change-up kick. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Two down. And the ever dangerous bat of C.J. Abrams coming to the plate. 27 home runs. He has been rumored quite a bit in the trade market. Sign me up today. First pitch is a 4-seam fastball upstairs for a strike. It's on. That's the shortstop I've wanted for years. He's not great defensively, but we've got Jim Jarvis to spell him late in the innings. The 0-1, outside wide, 1-1. C.J. Abrams, who I believe still has one more year left on his contract. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 6 foot, 191 pounder, but here's the key. He's from Alpharetta, Georgia. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that'll head us to break. But not before the Braves cough up another run. We'll give you Grant Holmes for C.J. Abrams right now. Do we got any takers? We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
I fully believe that wild animals are dangerous and unpredictable, and trying to be friends with them would be really stupid. But unfortunately, I also fully believe that they would all find me to be the only exception.
I forgot that you're a woman. How could I? You're always yapping. What do you mean I don't treat you like a woman? I treat you like a woman. I let you sew, I let you cook. Boys don't do that.
I used to think that I was kind of pretty, and then I made a bunch of videos, and every comment section is, oh my God, be a voice actor. Oh my God, please be a voice actor. Just get out of here and go be a voice actor. And you act like it's a compliment, but I can take a hit.
I'm starting a new rule. I'm only going to one wedding per person. I've been to way too many weddings to be doing rematches, so if you want to get divorced and then remarried, good for you. Happy for you. But I ain't going to that second wedding. Heck no. So just think about that before you get divorced.
Listen, and we don't judge call off work condition. I remember I wanted the day off so I could spend it with my man, and my job said they needed to know. So I went to the hospital. Come to find out, I had a viral infection. Had to take 5 days out of work. Got to spend all that time with my man, though, but I didn't get paid. Times was hard. Long story short, I had to go and eat at Save-A-Lot for a few days. Ended up with some bad meat. Got a food poisoning. Lost 10 pounds, but it was worth it.
Talk about great plays. This time it's Mickey Mantle on the bases, and Mel Allen is quick on the call.
Army Haddock's working carefully. McDougald on third, running for long. Mantle on first. Pirates leading 9-8. 1 out in the 9th inning. And there's a shot grab by Nelson. Steps on first, and Mantle gets back to first. He's safe, and McDougald scores the tying run on an amazing turn of events. On a hard shot by Berra. Nelson grabbed the ball, stepped on first, and Mantle, with quick thinking, stopped in his tracks, slid underneath the tag, got back to first, as McDougald scored the tying run. How about that?
How about that? that reminds you of your youth, 70s and 80s, that's the man that was his voice. That was Mel Allen, the one that used to bring you This Week in Baseball. Twib Notes. First pitch on the way is right there on the outer edge. Misses for a ball. Dominic Smith is your batter. It's 1-0. Twib Notes, if you remember that, This Week in Baseball. 1-0. Turns and kicks. Swing, rips it down the line. Foul. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Braves trail 2-0. 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Lifted high. Lifted deep. Going back on the track, and more warning track power for allowed out number 1. Are you kidding me? I don't know if I've ever seen this 3 times in 3 innings. All 3 of their would-be home run balls have died right in front of the right field wall. Braves have that little bar that sits there that has the see-through gate. I'm sure they're saying some funny things to him because he's got a smile on his face every time. Is the first pitch by Yastrzemski is smoked down the right field line. That's a line drive out. L3, 2 down. I mean, normally I laugh anytime someone tries to tell me about bad luck. But these are some extremely bad luck hits. That's 5 balls they've smoked. 4 have almost left the yard. Jim Jarvis, the batter. This is just the first time through the order. Now, they may end up pulling Irvin because they see what I see, but he is getting drilled. We just haven't had the ball fall yet. 1-0 pitch. Jarvis digging in. Swung on, chopped on the ground, over to second. It's going to be a 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. Jake Irvin has a no-hitter going. Jake Irvin has a perfect game going, but that's not the story. The story is the Braves are hitting the ball hard. They just can't get it to fall. On this date, 1917, the Detroit Tigers collect 21 hits during a 16-4 rout of Washington at Griffith Stadium. Ty Cobb, Bobby Veach, Ossie Vitt batting second, third, and fourth in the lineup all enjoy a 5-for-5 day at the plate. On this date in 1933, Dizzy Dean sets a modern Major League record by striking out 17 batters in the Cardinals' 8-2 victory over the Chicago Cubs. Battery mate Jimmy Wilson also sets a new mark by recording 18 putouts in the Sportsman Park contest. And on this date in 1969, Atlanta Braves catcher Bob Tillman hits 3 consecutive home runs, going deep in the second, fourth, and sixth inning off southpaw Grant Jackson. 32-year-old light-hitting backstop offensive output helps Atlanta beat the Phillies in the opener of a twin bill at Connie Mack Stadium 6-3. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Welcome back. I mean, they are absolutely pelting the pitching tonight. And karma's getting us for something. I don't know what we did to the baseball gods, but We have yet to get a base runner in the first 3 innings, even though we're drilling the ball. Grant Holmes goes back to work. Down in front. Pitch outside for a strike. So 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, chops it on the ground foul. That'll even it up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Grant Holmes turns and kicks. Down and in, 2-1. I get a little confused on something. Maybe y'all can help me with it. This is the 2-1 pitch from Grant Holmes. Swung on. Popped up deep down the left field line. Foul. Out of play, 2-2. Oh, Uncle Charlie really wears on people that put down any Braves players. But, man, I'm telling you right now, man, you rake Ronald Acuna Jr. over the coals. How is this his fault that they haven't scored yet? Righty-lefty matchup. First, the 2-2 pitch swung on. That ball's blasted, and she's gone. Grant Holmes has given up 3 taters, 3 home runs, and it's 3-0. I think you need to point the finger at Grant Holmes for the falters of tonight. Third solo shot. The only thing that's keeping the Braves in the game is that no one's on base. Hell, nobody can get on base. That's every ball's leaving the yard. Righty-lefty matchup here. First pitch, right there on the outer edge, called for a strike. It's 0-1. I do believe you're going to get a ton of runs at some point tonight. There's going to be an avalanche. You can't keep hitting a guy as well as they're hitting Irvin and not have the ball start to fall. I mean, it's insane how they've had 4 balls go to the back of the wall and not one of them, not even just leave the yard, not one of them has touched the top of the wall for extra bases. The 1-1 pitch. Right there on the outer edge, 1-2. And then the one that Acuna hit, he smoked it in between the 7-8 hole, and it was a great running catch out there by Lyles. And then the line drive catch, I don't even know if I did it justice. I probably didn't because the ESPN broadcast is a little wonky, but the first baseman, Garcia, the ball that was smoked by Yaz, that thing was scalded. I don't even know how he caught that thing. The 1-2 pitch, lifted. High, lifted deep, going back. Center field. Harris will make the catch. And 1 away. Well, everybody's responding has totally missed the plot. But anyways, I digress. Righty-lefty matchup. Chop caught it. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss over the top. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Right there at the knees. Slider. 0-2. When he's hit his spots with his sliders look pretty good tonight, but he's had way too many cement mixers. The 0-2 pitch, swing. Hit hard on the ground over to first. Olson's got it. He'll step on the bag, and there's 2 down. $6.5 game lead in the East. I hear you, buddy. Blake Butera, first season manager of the Washington Nationals. Came from Boston College as the 4-seam fastball popped up. F5 on your scorecard. It's going to end the inning as Dubon will make the grab. And we'll go to the 4th and see if one of these hard hit balls actually gets down for a base hit. Braves trail 3-0.
dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner?
Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya.
Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover?
I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then!
And then?
No and then!
And then?
No and then!
And then?
No and then!
And then? I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated.
Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew. Gazpacho, por favor. Por favor? I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
Huh, you know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off there, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order us some pizza.
Little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Back to the top of the order. Braves have yet to get a base runner, trailing 3-0. First pitch on the way. Drake Baldwin takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 1-0. The infield back and to the right. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and rifled back foul. 1-1. Three runs, 5 hits, no errors for Washington. No runs, no hits, no errors for Atlanta. If you're just joining us, big story has been the 3 home run solo shots given up by Holmes, but also the Braves have had some hard hit balls tonight. 6 to my count in the first 9 at bats, but none have fallen. They've all gone right into the teeth of the defense. The 2-1 pitch by to Baldwin. Irving comes set, swung on. Pops it up. High in the sky into center field, and it's going to be an F8 in your scorecard. 1 away. Ronald Acuna Jr., the batter. He hit the ball hard his first time up. First pitch on the way, swung on, chopped down the third base line. So in 1, Braves come into the game 6.5 games in front in the National League East. This is a 4-game series versus the Nationals. It's the 0-1 pitch. Irvin turns and spins, fires it off the edge. 1-1. 1-1 count. Infield is back into the left. Outside wide. Ball 2, 2-1. 2-1. Brings it. Just grabs the outer edge, and that'll even it up at 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on, hit high, hit deep, going back, on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone!
Bravo!
Bravo.
The solo shot. And the Braves are on the board.
Bravo.
421 happy feet over the right center field wall. The fourth home run of the night by both teams. I told you this ball was flying in here. This one, the park couldn't hold. 421. Braves are back in it. It's a 2-run game. That'll bring Matt Olson to the plate, and the first pitch is swung on, fouled back. It's 0-1. Olson gave it a ride the first time up. The 0-1 pitch. Turns and kicks. Swung on, chopped on the ground hard over to second. Backhanded. It's going to be a 4-3 putout. 2 down. That was Ron Acuna Jr.'s 8th home run of the year. Michael Harris II coming to the plate. First pitch to Harris. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Curveball at the knees. Called for a low strike. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count, check swing. They said he went around. Man, I don't know about that one. That is a ticky-tack strike if I ever saw one. But the Braves are on the board after a solo shot by Acuna Matata. We'll be back in a flash.
Bravo.
Top of the 5th we go, trailing by 2.
Big one. Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live!
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. You're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You gotta say, damn it, my life has value. And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
Hey! I'm just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
I'm as mad as hell!
They're yelling in Atlanta?
Son of a... We struck the mother load!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember?
Fuck, I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes sense.
Grant Holmes goes back to work. Now we're just trailing by 2. See if he can keep him in the ballpark. And the first pitch on the way is outside wide. Slider for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Smacks the corner down and in. 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Pitch right there at the bottom of the zone. Didn't get the call. We're not going to challenge it. 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Pitch misses. 3-1. Danger of walking the leadoff runner, and that normally spells trouble. Pitch outside wide, nowhere near the zone, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Righty-lefty matchup as we go back to the top of the order. And the first pitch to James Wood is a strike on the outer half. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Holmes brings it outside wide. 1-1. 1-1 count. Another pitch misses down below. 2-1. They got to get someone working. I mean, Grant Holmes just doesn't have it tonight. Trailing 3-1, and he can't find the zone. The pitch way off the plate. Ball 3, 3-1. He's already walked one man on 5 pitches. He's in danger of doing the same. And well off the plate. That's ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. First and second, nobody out. And Garcia, who belted a 436-foot moonshot his last time up, is coming to the plate. Quick powwow on the mound. First and second, nobody out. The infield is playing back into the right, double play depth. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. Runners go. Kicks and fires, pitch in the dirt, and that ball's going to go all the way to the backstop. Drake Baldwin trying to backhand a ball in the dirt instead of getting in front of it and blocking it. And the ball goes all the way to the back wall, and now it's second and third and nobody out. 1-1 is your count, and the Braves are going to bring the infield in here. The 1-1 pitch swung on, lifted high and deep down the left field line. If it stays foul, let it fall. That would be a run for sure. It's 1-2. You wonder if it's even wise to pitch to him here, or do you load him up and try to get a double play somewhere? But they've got the infield drawn in, as you can see. One-two pitch, down and in, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strike out there, and there's just one away. That'll bring Dylan Cruz to the plate. Cruz is a batter you got to get because if you load him up, C.J. Abrams from the left side is due up. You love his strikeout here, but even a pop-up, it looks like they are going to keep the infield in. It's a big spot here in the ball game. First pitch from Grant Holmes as he kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Try to get to the batter view, and I don't know if it's going to show a very good view. The 0-1 pitch. Here we go. That's a little better. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Atlanta has the worst management for this 3D. When they're at home, we have more problems with it than any other time. The 0-2 pitch. Holmes comes set. Kicks and fires. Outside wide, 1-2. Most of y'all are in huge belief that Acuna's lazy. Maybe he's in charge of doing the 3D as well. Why not? Let's blame him. The 1-2 count. Second and third, one out. Braves trail by 2. Big spot. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big strike out there by Grant Holmes. And now the defense can play back with C.J. Abrams coming to the plate. Now you got a couple of things going on here. There's Walt Weiss. He's coming out. So I think he's going to come get the left-hander. And the night is done for Grant Holmes. He's only thrown 69 pitches, but he has not looked good. Danny Young's coming in specifically to try to get C.J. Abrams. I was going to say, do you walk Abrams to get to Lyle? But anyways, we'll be back in a flash. No sense of hashing that out. The southpaw is coming in. Welcome back. First pitch is on the way from Danny Young. He's right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Danny Young is a 2-pitch pitcher. He's got his sweeper and he's got his sinker. Throws them both about half the time. The 0-1 pitch. Ball in the dirt. Drake blocks it. It rolls away from him, but it rolls up the third base line, so no harm, no foul there. Young throws that sinker 54% of the time and the sweeper 46%. So almost an even split. The 1-1 count. Young comes set, brings it. Swing and a miss. Filthy sweeper. 1-2. He is a guy that would have thrived in the days before you had to face three batters, because he's literally the guy you go and come in just to face one batter, then you go back to the pen. The 1-2 pitch, swing, pop up, high in the sky. This should get us out of the inning, which means Danny Young did his job. All right. 3-1 your score. We still in this, baby. We go to the bottom of the fifth here in Braves country.
I say, I don't know who need to hear this, but when that second toe bigger than the big one, put your socks back on, big dog.
I'm sorry, but if I am online shopping on your website and I click on an item to view everything about it, and then I go back and you reset me to the top of my search page where there's hundreds and hundreds of stuff and I was in the middle of it, I will leave the website and not spend a single dollar. Additionally, if I'm scrolling and there's a new pop-up every 30 seconds, like sign up here, put your email in, put your phone number in, mystery discount, and it's just constant, I will leave the website and not spend a dollar. Figure it out.
New lingo, and it's move the chains. And so pretty much I use this one as, let's say you and your boys are out just having a great time, and let's say you haven't got some action and you got a huge dry spell. Oh well, it happens. You start talking to a chick, she might be a 4, she might be a 5, maybe a 6, and your boys there is asking, what are you doing here? What's your game plan? You tell them, I'm moving the chains here, man. And it's not flashy, it's not a touchdown, you're not scoring points here, but hey, you get another 4 downs after you move the chains here. You get a refresh, you feel good about yourself, get the first down, move the chains.
The third stadium in New York was Brooklyn's Ebbets Field. Like nearly all of the ballparks of its day, Ebbets Field had some very interesting physical features, largely because it was built within the confines of its surrounding neighborhood. But what was really unique about Ebbets Field was the relationship between the Dodgers, their fans, and their ballpark. Dodger announcer Red Barber.
Ebbets Field was typically Brooklyn. It belonged to Brooklyn. The fans felt it was theirs, close to the players. They felt theirs were not only theirs, they felt they were their children. They could jeer at them and call them bums, but nobody else had better do it. No outsider had better do it, and certainly no giant fan had better come into Ebbets Field and do it. And the borough of Brooklyn lived and died with that ball club. When the Dodgers lost an afternoon game, there were a lot of cold suppers. It didn't get eaten.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. And Ozzie Albies will be coming to the plate, open stance from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup. And one pitch, Ozzie pops one up. F6 in your scorecard. Quickly one down. I knew when he had a good at bat that first at bat, the next couple were going to be, I'm either going to get it or I'm going to go sit back down. Mauricio Dubon will be the batter now. Dubon coming in, batting .259. The first pitch is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled away down the line. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing, and that ball's going to be line drive out, and there's quickly 2 down. L3 over to Garcia. Very quick moving ball game. This game started just over an hour ago, and we're 2 outs into the fifth inning. Mets and Marlins just got underway. They were in a long rain delay in New York. Dominic Smith, the batter. And the first pitch down and in. One and 0. The 1-0 pitch. Turns and kicks. Pitch down and in, 1-1. Said he went around. One count from Irvin. He's only thrown. This will be pitch 44. It's the pitch down and away. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted out to right field. Going down, trying to make the catch is Wood, and he makes a diving attempt, but the ball gets away. The ball gets away, and he throws it down to first, and that ball will get away, and it's going to be a single and an E9, and Dominic Smith is on with 2 outs, and he is in scoring position.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
Welcome to the United States of you just got nominated.
Righty-lefty matchup. The Yaz, the batter. And the first pitch to the Yaz is up and out of the zone. 1-0. Swing, lifted, high, lifted deep, going back, on the track, zip, boom, bam, it's gone!
You know where we're going.
Yep, we're heading for the mountains.
Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, a 2-run shot!
Yahoo!
And the Braves have tied this baby up.
If you guys
3-3.
I can play rough too. Get out! Stick around. You ain't seen nothing yet. Don't crowd myself. Plenty of autographs for everybody.
That ball went smacking the top of the sign of the chop house, bouncing back into play. And the Braves have tied this puppy up as Jim Jarvis comes to the plate. Helter skelter here in Atlanta. 3-3 your score. ESPN keeps focusing on James Wood. His error did not cause that. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. That was going to be a base hit. And yeah, great. If he makes the diving catch, fair enough. Fair enough. As the fans are into it, they got the chop going on here. But he was going to be on base. Pitch on the way to JJ, swung on, chopped down the second base side, making the grab, flipping it over to the first. Nunez to Garcia, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 2 on the board. Dom gets on, and Yaz gets him over. Tied up here in Braves country.
That's it. Yes, put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, go. Yahoo!
Yes, sir, girls and boys, we are back. The Armchair Quarterback Show. New time this year, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll come on the air before the ball games get going and talk the world of college football and the NFL. Picks against the spread, over-unders, player props, what the market is missing, and the numbers you should be jumping on before they move. That's the Armchair Quarterback Show. Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on Braves Country Radio, the replay on Armchair Quarterbacks Radio. All on YouTube, and you can catch us live on Facebook.
Because he's the armchair quarterback. He's full of beer and he's full of snacks. He's the all-American man. With a cool one in his hand. Yeah, the armchair quarterback. He's kind of fun and he's kind of fat. The all-American man. With a cool one in his hand.
3-3 your score. We go to the 6th. Lefty-lefty matchup to start off the inning. Young is back out there to face Lyle. He cranked a 408-foot home run to center field his last time up. The first pitch was right there. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Ruiz is on deck. That may be where they go to the bullpen, but we'll see what happens, see what they've got. Remember, Young is a left-handed specialist. And they brought him in to keep the Braves in the ball game. It was a great move by Weiss at the time to go to his lefty when obviously Holmes didn't have it. The 0-2 pitch. Infield back into the right. Young kicks and fires outside wide. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, fouls it away. And we'll do it again. The 2-2 from Young. Out and away. And that'll run the count full. 3-2. The payoff pitch. Chopped on the ground. 4-3 on the putout. And there's one away here to start the inning. First pitch sweeper from Young, so they are going to let him face the right-handed Ruiz. On deck is Tanya, and that might be why they're leading him in. They're trying to get an entire inning plus out of him. The 0-1 pitch, swing. Chops it foul. Down the left field line. Third base line, I should say. It's 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 2 down. Danny Young's one of those guys that, like, he's an important to a bullpen. You can't really ask him to be a high leverage guy in the back of a game, but if you need to get in a spot in the middle of the ball game where there's a bunch of lefties, that is his repertoire right there. He goes straight in on lefties. That sinker comes in about mid-90s, and then the sweeper bends away, and it's really hard with his delivery for them to pick it up. It's the sinker. Right there, misses on the outer edge. Tanya, the batter, the left-hander. The 2-0 pitch, swung on, lifted. High and deep into left field, going back on the track, banging off the wall. Jumps over Yaz's head, and it's going to be a 2-out double for the Nationals. So a hard hit ball, and Brady House will come to the plate to go ahead run standing at second. He'll be pinch hitting for the Vivas. House is a right-handed batter that thrives on left-handed pitching. So you'd think you may be going to the bullpen here. We'll wait to see if Walt Weiss actually goes up those stairs. I haven't seen them peer into the bullpen yet. or do they walk him? So House is coming in for Vivas, and they're taking their time, but it does. Here he comes. Here comes Weiss. Man, ESPN does a bad job letting you know what's going on. I apologize, but I'm at the mercy of these chuckleheads. We'll be back in a flash. The Braves 3, the Nationals 3. We go to the bullpen one more time. Welcome back. Victor Medeiros is on for your Atlanta Braves. He's one of my new favorite players to watch. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch is right down the pipe to Brady House. It's 0-1, 236 batting average, 7 home runs. The 0-1, out and away. Cutter misses, 1-1. I think I've got it pretty much synced up now. It took, 5 innings plus? Had to keep going in and out of the app. I think it's finally synced up. 1-1 count. Right there on the outer edge, 1-2. It was a full 30 to 45 seconds in front, and I would try to catch myself. But out of habit, I call it live, and I would catch myself. Go, man, try to keep it up with what you're seeing on the 3D. It's really tough to do that. The 2-1 count. Swing hard, hit ball on the ground over to third. Dubon's got it, flips it to first, and we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a brand new ball game. It's 3-3. The Braves have tied it up. And we'll try to add on when we return.
Wanna be skinny, but I wanna eat, and that's why my life is problematic.
5 Southern sayings that are actually Scottish. And the South has been speaking Scots for 300 years without knowing it, I reckon. Southerners say it every day. It comes from the old Scots reckon, meaning I calculate or I suppose. It crossed the Atlantic with Highland settlers and never left. Fixin' to, as in I'm fixin' to leave. It comes from the Scots fitting to, meaning preparing to do something. Common across the Scottish lowlands centuries before it ever showed up in Alabama. Ain't. Most people think it's bad grammar. It's actually a Scots-English contraction that predates modern English rules. Scots were saying it when England was still standardizing the language. Y'all, the most Southern word there is. And it mirrors the Scots YAW, meaning you all. Scots used plural second-person address for centuries. The South just kept doing it. Might could, as in, I might could do that, sounds like broken English. It's not. It's a double modal, a grammar structure that comes straight from Scots English. Linguists traced it right back to Scotland.
The PA system, so the voice of God, is coming down. Who the hell ever announced lineups? We all played on the sandlots, and suddenly this voice comes, reading the lineup. It's coming down from the heavens. This was an incredible thing, the first time. It was 1941. I was just 10 years old. And it was a Dodger-Cardinal game, and we came up the ramp heading for the cheap seats. And for a moment I had a glimpse of the field. And standing up and outside the dugout and looking right at me was Johnny Mize, big John Mize of the St. Louis Cardinals. And it just struck me. I said to my brothers, Johnny Mize. My brother got all excited. It hit you all at once.
Welcome back. 3-3 your score. Appreciate the kind words, y'all. I was always a Beatles guy. An Elvis guy over Beatles. But I will say one thing. First pitch on the way is off the plate, wide for a ball. It's 1-0. Is it a Beatles song, or was it was it one of the solo ones they did with the Opa Da, Life Goes On? I always liked that one. Hell, is that even the Beatles? Pitch on the way is upstairs, called for a strike, 1-1. Y'all gonna have to let me know if that's even a Beatles. It's even a Beatles member that did that song. It probably isn't. The 1-1. Down below the knees, just misses. Man, 2-1. Okay, that is an actual Beatles. Okay. As soon as I said it, I was like, man, did I just step in my mess kit? Is that not even a Beatles song? I'm more of an outlaw country guy, so I don't know a whole lot of that stuff. The 2-1 pitch swung on, lifted, high and deep, and giving it another ride. That ball's going to bounce out of play, 2-2. Irvin's still in the game. Look, Irvin has given them length, even though the Braves have gotten some great swings on them. In fact, they're replaying them right now on the ESPN cast. They have been pelting the ball. 2 have left the stadium, one by Acuna and then a 2-run shot by Yaz. But I'm telling you, there could have been 5 or 6 home runs right now by Atlanta. 3 have been hit by the Nationals. 2-2 count from Irvin. Not sure what the delay is. I guess they had to give Drake some time to get back in the box. It's the 2-2 down and in. 1-2. You get better context when you're getting the games, because what I do is I set up 3 different devices. 2 of them are on the Braves broadcast and one's on the out-of-town. And it gives me an idea of what's going on because I see different views. And the second Braves one's always delayed is the 3-2 pitch. Down and in, ball 4. He'll head on down to first. That was a wrong button. And I do that in case I'm going bonkers with some kind of home run call and I don't see something immediately. I catch it on about a 10 to 15 second delay. But anyways, I can't do any of that with ESPN because it's all the same broadcast. And every time the game is the ball's not being thrown, they're flashing the camera that has nothing to do with the game. Ronald Acuna Jr. comes to the plate. The first pitch on the way is swung on and fouled away. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Braves 3, Nationals 3. Baldwin at first, nobody out. The 0-1 pitch swung, and that ball goes all the way to the backstop, and Drake Baldwin's going to make it up to second base with ease.
I feel the need for speed.
So how do you do? We'll take that all day long. And the 1-1 is in the dirt. That one almost gets away. Good block there by Ruiz. Good Lord. We'll take a free one run. Just keep slapping around to the backstop. Pitch on the way, four-seam fastball is high and out of the zone. Once again, Irvin's only at 60 pitches, but it seems like it ought to be 100 because we've hit him well. He hasn't really dominated, but he's found a way to get outs. The 3-1 pitch. He only has one strikeout so far. The 3-1, down and away, ball 4, and he'll head on down to first now to give. I do want to give him some grace. This is his first start.
Bravo.
Since coming off the 60-day IL. And he's being asked to do it against one of the better offenses in baseball in the heat in Georgia.
Bravo.
I think that's it for him. This looks like their manager, Blake Patera. It is, and he's raising his left arm to come get the southpaw because he doesn't want Irvin to see Olsen. Matt Olsen coming to the plate. 2 on, nobody out. We'll be back in a flash. Carson Palmquist is coming on. We have not seen him, but he has an 8.36 ERA. We'll take it. Let's go, baby! Lefty-lefty matchup as Matt Olsen takes the first pitch off the edge, down in front. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Olsen. Infield back into the right, double play depth. Sinker up top. 1-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Washington Nationals. 1-1. Out and away. 2-1. Did miss the zone. They thought it may have been right there, but it missed the zone by just a touch. The 2-1 count. Swing, chops it off the plate back behind. 2-2. I think this is the first time I've seen ESPN's version of the ABS system. Not like the true one that gets rerun, but the one where the their feed shows it. It's really odd, and I don't even know what they were trying to show there. It's got cones and circumferences and all kinds of lasers. The 2-2 pitch, swing, chops it foul towards the Braves' first base dugout. We'll do it again. Two count. Baldwin at second, Acuna at first. The pitch, swing lifted. High, not very deep. Left center field, underneath it, making the catch is the center fielder, Dylan Cruz, one away. That'll bring Michael Harris II to the plate. And this is the spot where you've got to question when they set this lineup up. And I know there's a right-handed starting, but we talk about this all the time, but when you put Drake, Acuna, and then Olsen Harris in the top 4 slots, a tough lefty can wipe out a couple of them. Hopefully Harris can come through here, but first pitch is right there at the bottom of the zone, called for a strike. It's 0-1. And I understand all this gets fixed if Austin Riley starts hitting the ball, but we can't wait on that anymore. It's almost August. So you do wonder if they're going to be out there on the market to try to bring in a right-handed bat. The 0-1 pitch, swing, punches it down the third base line, grabbing his Palmquist, and he'll get Harris by about a step or so. 2 down. I'd like to see the replay on that because Harris must have been slow getting out of the box. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than that. No? I guess Palmquist jumped on it a lot quicker than I thought he did. He is a tall sucker. How tall is this old Palmquist? They're saying 6'3", 206. My patootie. First pitch on the way is a sweeper. Swing and a miss to Ozzie Albies. It's 0-1. That guy 6'3". And that makes me 6'4". And trust me, I'm not. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, whiffing at his ankles. So an 0-2 count. That is the correct spelling, James, right? Infield back into the left. Braves threatening, but there's now 2 outs, and we're down to our last strike here in the 6th. The infield back into the right. So the first baseman, Garcia's by his lonesome. If you can get one over there, he's going to have a hard time covering the bag and making the play. He's going to have to make a decision. The 0-2. Swing, lifted out to right center field, and that's down for a base hit. Hit them where they ain't, baby. 1 run will score. Your Braves lead at 4-3. 2 runs will score. 5-3. Your Atlanta Braves, and Ozzie Albies comes through in the clutch.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
They went to that sweeper one more time, and he had swung at it, and when it went down into his ankles, but he left this one out a little bit just off the plate, and it was out of the zone. It was just a great job by Ozzie Albies to go down, go fishing, and punch it, and it puts 2 on the board. I know Ozzie's going to have fun talking about that one with the guys because that's a pitch most people would tell you to lay off. But he went down and got it, and he did the smart thing because he hit it against the shift. Now, I was referring to the first base, the infield shift, but the outfield was also shifted for him to pull as well, and he just dropped it down in between center and right. I don't think it would have mattered if they were playing him straight up because it was a softly hit ball, but we've seen him make that particular base hit from the right side of the plate for years. He's been very good at going down and just instinctively punching one over the infield to get the ball down when there's runners in scoring position, especially late in the game. Dubon, the batter, first pitch upstairs, misses high, 4-seam fastball. It's 1-0. What happened to old Bookie Boy? The 1-0. Inside. 2-0. 2-0 count. Good to see you, brother. Iron Lung stepping in, the 2-0 inside, ball 3-0. 5 runs for Atlanta, 4 hits, no errors. 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Washington. The Nationals got out to a 3-0 lead. If you're just joining us, 3 solo shots, one in the second, third, and fourth by Lyle Garcia and Lyle again. Is the pitch on the way, a swung on, chopped back to the mound. It's an atom ball, 1-3, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 7th. It's been all Braves since the bottom of the 4th. 5-3, good guys. Let's keep it where it's at.
Shut the f*** up. Shut all the way the f*** up until you reach the top of Shut Mountain, where there are no more f*** ups to shut.
In 1988, the entire world watched one man become the fastest human in history, and then 3 days later, that same man was erased. It's Seoul, South Korea, the 100-meter Olympic final. Ben Johnson versus Carl Lewis, the clash everyone was waiting to see. The stadium was packed. Everyone was silent in anticipation. The pistol cracked, and Ben Johnson just exploded off the blocks. Super clean start. It didn't even look human. He crosses the line at 9.79 seconds, which was a new world record. And then, 3 days later, it all collapsed. A drug test came back positive for an anabolic steroid. Gold medal gone, record erased, hero status destroyed.
Like nearly all of the pre-expansion ballparks, Boston's Fenway Park was built in several stages. In fact, Fenway's most recognizable feature, the Green Monster, wasn't erected until the park was more than 20 years old. And in the 30s and 40s, green paint took a back seat to advertisements. There was even a time when Chicago's Wrigley Field didn't have its signature ivy on the walls or its famous outfield bleachers. In 1937, temporary stands could be seen in right field, but full construction of the bleachers didn't begin until midway through the 1938 season. The same year, the ivy was planted. Each of the grand old ballparks was unique in its appearance. Author Ray Robinson.
The stands looked enormous. The outfielders who were cavorting in the outfield looked to be, miles away from you. And this cavernous cathedral that you went to, is enormous. And you're a little boy, and everything looked so large and bigger than life in your mind's eye.
Welcome back. Who edited that clip? That thing died quickly. It was me. Funny thing was, we edited that today. 5-3 your score, Maderos. First pitch upstairs. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Seem Nunez, the batter, the 0-1 swing and a miss, 0-2. So he's already got 2 strikes before I can even mention it, but you got to watch him because he can drop a bunt. If Nunez gets on, he is lightning fast, one of the best base runners in Major League Baseball. Batting .244 on the year, switch hitting second baseman. The 0-2 pitch. Swing pop-up. Can of corn in the infield. Who wants it? Olsen calls everybody off. F3, 1 away. Top of the 7th inning. Good to see Lung, some other latecomers. I don't remember seeing Scotty B and Scott Smith earlier. I know I saw Tree Nug and Spaceman, but I didn't get a chance to say hi. Good to see everybody. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us on a Thursday night in Braves country. First pitch to James Wood is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Best time to face James Wood is when James Wood doesn't have anybody on base and you got a 2-run lead. 30 home runs. This kid, man, I'm telling you, he just gets better and better. The 0-1 pitch. Down and away. 1-1. Nationals will never trade him, but if you could cherry pick some young talent in Major League Baseball, you would gladly grab James Wood. The 1-1 count just misses the mark, called for a strike. James Wood wants to challenge it. It's going to be really close. I won't be surprised either way, however, this thing gets called. And it is a ball. James Wood batting .270 on the year with a .947 OPS, 30 home runs and 72 RBI. The 2-1 pitch. Smacks the outer edge with that sweeper. His sweeper's more like a cutter. Just comes in a little lower on the velo. But the movement is the same as a cutter. James Wood. Pitch down and away. And it's a full count. 6'6", 234-pounder. He's essentially a hometown kid playing for the Nationals. He's from Rockville, Maryland. Played his high school ball in Bradenton, Florida, though. The payoff pitch. Down and in, ball 4. So he heads to first, and trouble a brewing here. 1 on, 1 out. You can understand why Medeiros may have pitched around him. There's really not a soft spot in this lineup. Garcia coming to the plate has 22 home runs. On deck is Dylan Cruz, one of the top young prospects in baseball. And then if that's not enough, C.J. Abrams is in the hole. First pitch down and away. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Wood was a part of that trade that sent Juan Soto to the Padres. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifted, out to center field, coming, running, diving for it is Harris, and the ball's going to get down. James Wood's going to come around to score, and it's a 1-run game and a 1-out triple for the Washington Nationals. That ball was ripped. And Harris tried to make the diving grab. It just went past him over his glove as he dove out and laid out for it. That ball was scalded. They're too busy showing you all the fantasy baseball stuff on the top screen. I don't know how hard that ball was hit. They didn't show that info, but it was hit hard. Cutter right there on the outer edge, called for a strike. Cruz wants to challenge this. I think he's going to lose this one, and he... No, they say that's a ball. Okay. It's 1-0. Fairchild, who one of the lower-ranked home plate umpires, but he hasn't had a ton of bad calls tonight. I will give him credit on that. None of these guys are ever going to be perfect. The 1-0. Swing, lifted. High. Can of corn. Shortstop area. Making the catches, Jim Jarvis. And there's 2 down. Now the infield can pull back, but there is C.J. Abrams on it. And do you pitch around Abrams, or do you risk it with Lyle, who's standing on deck, who's not as formidable of a hitter, but he does have 2 home runs tonight? Well, we're not going to find out. Walt Weiss is going to the pen. Top of the 7th. Clinging to a 1-run lead. And we'll see which direction he goes. I'm assuming we're going to get the lefty out of the pen, maybe even Dylan Lee. We'll be back in a flash. Welcome back. First pitch to C.J. Abrams. This is high and out of the zone. Inside, it's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. C.J. versus Dylan Lee. Mano-y-mano, the 1-0. P at the knees. 1-1. It's 0-0 in New York. The Mets versus Marlins. Strangely enough for Mets fans right now, the 1-1 pitch. Drops the bender outside, slider, ball 2-1. The 2-1. Another slider. Trying to get him to bite. Nibbling. 3-1. I mean, I wouldn't lay one in here. At 3-1, I'm not scared to walk him. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss off the edge. There you go. Full count. You still got first and second open. You don't have to concede the tying run that's standing at third. 90 feet away. The infield back and to the right. The payoff pitch. Swing, rip down the first base line, foul. Slider once again. He's gone four-seam, and then 4 consecutive sliders. So where does he go here? Does he go up and in with the fastball, or does he go out and away with the soft stuff? The payoff pitch. Check swing. Just got a piece of it. Bangs it foul towards the third base side. And will do it again. He went with the 4-seam up and in. Full count, big spot here in the game. Pitch on the way, swing chopped on the ground. Olsen's got it, he'll tag the bag, and that'll end the inning. Braves lead it by 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to get up and stretch in Braves country. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 5-4 your score. First pitch to Dominic Smith is there for a strike. It's 0-1. Smith 1 for 2 on the day. The 0-1. Called for a strike inside. It's 0-2. Dominic singled to right and then got to second on a throwing error by Wood. Right after that, the Yaz went yard. That gave the Braves a 5-3 lead after trailing 3-0. The 0-2. Swing, pop up. In between home and third, it'll be an easy pop up out, and there's one away. I'm a little surprised they didn't pinch hit for Dominic Smith. He doesn't hit lefties well at all. They are going to pinch hit for the Yaz. They had a couple of options sitting on the bench to pinch hit for Smith. I guess they're thinking of, I mean, honestly, if it's a left-handed bat, I wouldn't do it with the right hand, but if it's a left-handed bat, Joey Bart's not a bad pinch hitter. You also got Mateo and Riley. Not that Riley's... They're probably holding Riley. If they don't need to use him, they won't use him to get a full day off, but if it's a big spot at the end of the game, they would use him against runners in scoring position or whatnot. Eli White, the batter. He'll take over for the Yaz in the outfield. The Yaz night's done. He went 1 for 2 with a home run, 2 RBIs. And the Book of Eli comes to the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss, cutter upstairs. It's 0-1. I would just make the argument that I would rather see Eli White pinch hit for Smith, because if Yaz comes up and Eli White is on, you could bunt Eli over and keep Yaz in the game for defense, but also the next time around, as the 0-1's fouled back, it's 0-2. 0-2 count. Blomquist still the pitcher. And the pitch is lifted high into right field. It's going to be an F9 and 2 quick outs to start the 7th. Jim Jarvis, the batter. First pitch on the way, out and away. Sweeper misses, it's 1-0. And then that's the other issue you have when you set this lineup up with all these lefties back to back to back. They bring a lefty in late in the game, you're scrambling. The 1-0. Upstairs misses high. 1-1. But they've shown that they have zero faith in Jorge Mateo anymore, because if you remember a couple of months ago, he would be pinch hitting in this situation. The 2-0 pitch, swing, chops it down the line, foul. Even if you wanted to keep Jarvis in, he would have gotten a chance to pinch hit when Dominic Smith came to the plate. But they have really given him, he's pretty much defense and pinch running duties. I'd still take him over Hassan Kim. The 2-1 pitch. Out and away. 3-1. So a 3-1 count. Wouldn't that be something if they could find anybody to bite on a trade for Kim? The 3-1. Down and away, ball 4. So he did a great job of working his way aboard. And JJ, Kid Dynamite, heads on down to first. There are 2 outs. They could put him on the move. Worst case scenario, you'd have the top of the order coming to the plate in the next inning. Lefty-lefty matchup. Drake Baldwin, the batter. First pitch on the way, fouled back. It's 0-1. Infield back into the right. The 0-1 pitch. And quick flow. Oh, man, they got him. No, they said he's safe? Oh, he dropped the ball. Garcia dropped the ball. They had him picked off. I mean, woo! Sometimes the baseball gods are on your side. He was leaning. They had him. The ball came out of the glove. Jarvis was even looking at the at the umpire, Bill Miller, he was basically saying, what? You think I'm safe? The ball rolled out from under his glove, and we lived to tell the tale. The 0-1 pitch is fouled out of play into the night, and it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Jarvis rolled over on the glove, and that's when the ball came out. You got to take advantage of these types of things. The 0-2 pitch. Out and away. Good take there, trying to get him to chase the sweeper. It's 1-2. Infield is back and to the right. On deck is Acuna, who's already hit a home run tonight. The 1-2 pitch, swing and dribbled over to second. Should be an easy 4-3 with the catcher running, and it is. So the Braves cling to a 1-run lead. We'll go to the 8th, see if we can hold on for dear life here in Braves country.
106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salad.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks.
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
This is total BS.
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission for God.
I'm on the radio every day.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th here in Braves country. The Braves are clinging to a 1-run lead. And on the mound for your Atlanta Braves, about to face Dalen Lyle, who has gone yard a couple of times tonight. Dylan Lee is back to work. First pitch on the way is out and away. Called for a ball. It's 1-1. The 0-1. Misses off the plate. 1-1. 1-1 misses down. So a 2-1 count. Lee drops. Man, that looked so close. Did not get the call. It's quickly 3-1. Let's see what happened. ESPN didn't show the first pitch. The 3-1 count. Swing, pop up. Will it stay in play? Back in foul territory. Calling everybody off is Mauricio Dubon. 1 away. He hasn't been tested a lot over there, but he's played a good third base tonight. He's made a couple of plays over there. Not that Riley couldn't make those plays, but you just never know what's going to happen when you put him in the put him into a position he hasn't played in quite a while. Marlins have taken a 1-0 lead over the Mets in the bottom of the fourth. Braves are pulling for the Mets to beat the Marlins. Mets way back in the rearview mirror. The Marlins are a little closer than they appear. But it's the Nationals and the Phillies that are closest to the Braves. More on that in a second. Slider, swing and a miss. Over the top. Andres Chaparro coming in to pinch hit for Ruiz. The slider down and in. 1-1. Coming into the standings today in the National League East, the Atlanta Braves lead the Philadelphia Phillies by 6.5 and Miami by 8.5. The changeup swung on and hit high, hit deep, going back on the track at the wall, making the catch for a loud out number 2 is Eli White. He had about 2 or 3 feet to spare in front of that wall, not much more. 2 down. There's a changeup on the outer edge, and he hooked it and almost got it out. Chaparro can swing that bat. We've been burned by him before. And it's kind of a get-me-over changeup. We're lucky to get that one back. So if the Braves win tonight, they will go 7 in front of Philly. As the slider is fouled back. The Philadelphia Phillies are off tonight. We would go 7 in front of Philly and 7 in the win column, so even Steven. If they lose, we would go to 6 games. The 0-1 pitch, swing, pop up. And it looks like they're going to have to give a long chase into foul territory, and Dubon tries to make the catch over his shoulder, cannot place it, and the ball falls foul. 0-2. That is a play that Riley makes. He's been very good about that over the years, but you're not get on to Dubon for not making that catch. That's a very difficult play. Him and Olsen are 2 of the best I've ever seen at going down the line for corner infielders and catching balls over their head, Willie Mays style. Ozzy's actually pretty good at it too. I think they used to go over that in train on that when Wash was here. The 0-2 pitch, high and inside, busts him back, 1-2. Miami is playing tonight, so if we win, it'll depend on what Miami does. They're right now 8.5. Washington's 8.5. And obviously, if we win, we gain a game on them. Slider down and away, 2-2. How Washington fares in this series may have a lot to do with what they do at the deadline. Like if they come in and sweep Atlanta, they may go all in. But if they lose the series, as the 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, they may be big sellers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We're not selling, we're buying. We go to the bottom of the 8th, leading by 1 here in Braves country.
It's very important this Valentine's Day, you take your significant other and you kiss them under the fluorescent glow of the Dolly Gentry sign.
Did you know that this Earl and this Earl are the same Earl? You see, both The Queen of My Double Wide Trailer and Goodbye Earl were written by Dennis Lindy. And Dennis had a very interesting approach to writing. Many of his songs were set in a fictional town that he created. He even made a map for the town. And around the map you could find places like Earl's Engine Repair. Because remember, he is the Charlie Daniels of the torque wrench. In Lindyville you can also find a water tower that says Billy Bob loves Charlene. You can find Marge's Bar, but don't expect to listen to music there. And if you're lucky, you might catch Garth singing Callin' Baton Rouge in Lindyville, or Elvis singing Burnin' Love, because Dennis Lindy wrote every single one of those songs. Lindy no doubt had one of the most interesting approaches to writing ever.
I wonder if a butterfly ever wanted a tattoo of a fat single mother on its lower back.
Did you know that pop stars and actors used to be famous because they were really good singers and actors instead of just being hot young people with money?
Game 7 of the 1960 World Series, one of the most memorable and one of the most improbable games in baseball history. And now, as they go to the bottom of the 9th with the game tied 9-9, here's how Mel sets the stage for the drama to come.
And so at the end of 8.5 innings, the score is New York 9, Pittsburgh 9. Ralph Terry on the mound. Sudden death now, last of the 9th. 9-9. There's the drive into deep left field. Look out now. That ball is going down. Hits it over the left field fence for a home run, and the Pirates win it 10-9 and win the World Series.
You're a bad-mannered, bad-tempered, outrageous female. But I've discovered I cannot live without you. It's a shameful confession for a sane man to make.
Five to 4 your score. Bottom of the eighth we go. 44 years ago today, this is something Uncle Charlie would probably remember. The Braves removed Chief Nakahoma's teepee from the unoccupied section of the bleachers so that the teams can make more seats available during sellouts after the teams blew a 10.5 game lead, losing 19 of its next 21 games. As the first pitch to start off the inning is right there for a strike. Ronald Acuna Jr. leads us off. It's 0-1. Acuna with the home run earlier tonight. He's 1 for 2 on the day. The 0-1 pitch swing. Whistles it back foul. It's 0-2. The company corrects the injustice more than 40 years later when people receive a wristwatch as the slider. Strike 3. Backwards K, caught looking, and there's one down. So the fans eventually pressure management into reinstating the mascot's home, which appears to end the skids of the eventual division champions. Remember, 44 years ago, Atlanta Braves played in the NLCS versus the Cardinals. First pitch chopped foul. Matt Olson, 0-1. And they were victims of a rain out game they were leading that they restarted. The Braves lost that game. That wouldn't happen nowadays. Nowadays, if it gets paused because of rain, you pick up where you left off. I can't believe that used to be a thing, too. I mean, that was one of my first memories as a kid, being a Braves fan, of that actual argument happening. My grandfather being just so upset about it because he was like, this is not right. The 1-1 pitch upstairs. Matt Olson takes it for a strike. 1-2. Cornelio, the right-hander, in for the Nationals. Every time I see him, I think of Beavis and Butthead. I am Cornholio. The 1-2 count. Swing, fouls it back. Do it again. Riley Cornelio. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, filthy slider. Played his college ball at TCU, 6'3", 195-pounder. I don't know if anybody remembers Cornholio, but that's what Beavis used to say to Butthead with his T-shirt over his head. I am Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. Michael Harris II, the batter, first pitch, swinging, chops it back to the mound. That's going to be an easy out. And a 1-2-3. Well, we'll go to the ninth, clinging to a one-run lead here in Braves country.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're gonna be winners. Okay? Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it!
One game. Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great team. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe it. Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better. To believe in yourself, believe in one another, if each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart.
Everybody wrote us off. Everybody. And yet here we are, 40,000 people out there have also written us off. And there are a few out there who do still believe in you. If you'll never give up on it. You go back out on the field, those are the people I want in your minds. Those are the people I want in your hearts. Every man at some point in his life is going to lose a battle. He's going to fight and he's going to lose. But what makes him a man is that in the midst of that battle, he does not lose himself. This game is not over. This battle is not over. So let's hear it one more time. Together. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Let's go! And this crowd's back into it now. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Top of the ninth we go. The Braves lead it by just one, and Roswell Iglesias is coming in, try to save the day. This is the 27th anniversary, by the way. This day 27 years ago. I think most of you Braves, older Braves fans, Gen X, maybe a little younger, would remember this. Remember when Paul Byrd of the Phillies, now he's known as a Braves guy, but he hit Eddie Perez in the back, and it caused a benches clearing brawl between the Braves and Phillies. That was 27 years ago today. I couldn't believe it had been that long. Watched the video earlier. First pitch on the way, righty-righty matchup. Brady House, the batter. It's 0-1. It's the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up. The 0-1 bangs it foul. It's 0-2. So it's House, Nunez, and then James Wood. The 0-2 changeup. Couldn't hold on to it. Foul tips it in and out of the glove of Drake Baldwin. Do it again, 0-2. It's one of the reasons why when he came over as a Brave a few years later, I didn't like him. I was anti-Paul Byrd. The 0-2. Swing slider. Tried to get him to chase one off the plate. He just got a piece of it. If you were watching Braves baseball back then, it took a lot to get Eddie Perez riled up. O2 count, quick delay out there. I think there's some debris out there in the outfield. House digging back in. The 0-2 pitch just misses upstairs. Drake's going to challenge that. He will not win that challenge. That pitch was high and out of the zone. Not a terrible challenge, though, to be honest with you. He misses it. About an inch or so out of the zone. Braves are down to one challenge. You're wrong. The 1-2 pitch, swing chopped on the ground. Hard chopper over to third. And Dubon's got it, fires it to first, and it's a 5-3. One away. One down, and Nunez comes to the plate. You got to watch out for him. He'll try to drop a bunt to get on. And if he does get on, win, lose, or draw, he is going to try to steal because the man can absolutely fly. It was a nightmare for the Braves all season long. He's got 39 stolen bases, the first pitch on the way. Right there on the outer edge, it's 0-1. 0-1 count. Johnson kicks. Swing, slaps it to the hole. Backhanded by Jarvis. Got to hurry. Here comes the throw, and he will get him. And there's 2 down. Big out there by Jarvis. If you let Nunez get on, and you talk about getting a bit of a tip of the cap. He got one from Iglesias. That was a great snag. That ball was smoked. Nunez must still be feeling the effects of his injured his lower leg earlier. It didn't look like he was busting it down the line. First pitch on the way is a strike there at the knees to James Wood as the Nats are down to their last out, and it's 0-1. The 0-1, righty-lefty, just misses. 1-1. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Down and away. 2-1. The 2-1 from Iglesias. Another changeup missing. Ball 3, 3-1. 3-1 count. Kicks and fires. Just grabs the outer edge. Full count. A little surprised he didn't challenge that because they've got both of their challenges. And it looked like that was just a touch off the plate. Full count to Wood. Down and in, ball 4. The James Wood heads to first, and now the go-ahead run comes to the plate. Luis Garcia, who already has a home run, he's got 2 RBIs. Righty-lefty matchup. He's 3 for 4 on the day. He is a single away from the cycle, a double, a home run, a strikeout, and a triple. So hold on to your hats. First pitch on the way. Swing. Pops it up. High in the sky. Right field. Ronald Acuna Jr. Underneath it. He's got it. And Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves
win. You should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. Why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Who wanted the chicken cross the road? He stepped out of range, got hit by a tree. He ain't no chicken no more. No!
Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. 5-4 the win. 5 runs, 4 hits. No errors for Atlanta. 4 runs, 7 hits. 1 error for Washington. Braves will expand their lead over the Nationals. They'll lead the division over Philadelphia by 7 games going into the weekend. We'll finish this series off with the Nationals. They got 3 more games tomorrow night, Saturday night, both games 7:15. We come on the air at 7 o'clock. And on Sunday afternoon, then we get the trade deadline. Finally get a day off. Braves lead this division by 7 over Philly, but you got other teams on our tail as well. So keep an eye on the Mets and Marlins tonight. Player of the game, we're going to give it to Ronald Acuna Jr., the home run that got the offense going. And a tip of the cap to the Yaz, who hit a home run in his own right to tie the game. And what about Ozzie Albies? That 2-run single that gave the Braves the 5-3 lead. And the bullpen did the rest. As Iglesias gets his 23rd win, Medeiros gets the win, or 23rd save. Madera gets the win, and the Braves win it 5-4. No MVPs tonight. Nobody's valuable. We'll see you next time. Same bat time, same bat channel, 7 o'clock Eastern. We'll see you tomorrow night.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.